Hello friends, it's me Rob, welcome back to my channel. I feel like that's the first time I've actually introduced myself by name because it's not on my channel anywhere, but I feel like most people that watch this are my Instagram friends, so I'm pretty sure you all know my name. But yeah, in case you were confused, my name is not in fact JY Pooks, not on my ID anyway. So yeah, welcome back to my channel. Today we've got a very exciting video. I'm doing a collab with a very famous YouTuber you've definitely heard of. Me and my friend Grabby have decided to maximize our joint slay and come up with a little challengey tag thing. Grabby's my absolute fave. Like, we're literally a bonded pair. We're like the black cat and the golden retriever. Yeah, Grabby's my fave, so I'm very, very humbled and honored, genuinely. That, I know it sounds fake, that she'd consider me to help on this. So yeah, this was a ton of fun to put together. I hope you guys enjoy. But yeah, we basically put together a little photocard challenge slash tag, and it's a little bit different. You might see what we mean, but the prompts are unconventional, you could say. Some of them are I think they're all pretty unconventional actually. You might be expecting kind of a photocard with your favorite pose or photocard that you pulled. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit different, but I hope you enjoy. And I'm going to be trying to explain the prompts and stuff the best I can as we go. So yeah, thank you again to Grabby. Her channel is going to be linked. And then again in the description. Go subscribe if you're not subscribed to her. What are you doing? I'm guessing you are already, but you know. And yeah, let's just get into it. So here are the prompts for the tag. You can do this on YouTube if you want to play along. You can comment if you don't want to make a video. You can do it on Reels, on Instagram, on TikTok, whatever you want. Like, it'd be great to get some people doing this challenge and tag, but if you don't want to, that's absolutely fine. You can just watch and enjoy. So yeah, by the layout, I think you can see, well, you can't really see, but I've got a 9-pocket page here laid out, and I'm going to be showing you how you can do the tag with just one photocard per prompt. So I know Grabby has been the total maximalist that she is and done 4 per prompt. So it like fills out what do you call it? A 4-page 4-pocket binder. But yeah, there's like several ways you could do this. It's pretty versatile. We tried to make it so that the tag was kind of accessible for many people, and you know, depending on how you collect, anyone can really do this. So yeah, let's just get into it. So the first prompt is a photocard you would save in a house fire. So yeah, this one, I feel like this one's pretty self-explanatory, to be fair. The rest of them might need a little bit more explaining, but this one, I mean, think about it. The house is burning down. You have to grab, this is so morbid. You've got to grab your binders. I mean, yeah, no, to be fair, I definitely couldn't grab a binder and justify lugging out the house because they're very heavy at this point. So for each prompt, I've got my one photocard that I've chosen, but I also do have a few honorable mentions, a few alternates, just because I can't decide on just one photocard. Like, I'm the type of person that doesn't even have a favorite color because it's just too hard to decide, genuinely. So yeah, the first photocard that I would save during a house fire is this Better Jonghyun. This is her Better High Touch card. I just have a very special relationship with Better. It is I've ranted about this before. It's like genuinely my favorite Japanese release. It's so good. Like, I love it so much. And this card, I mean, yeah, I just like blonde Jonghyun, and I mean, the back's really nice too. Oh man, my fingerprints. Ooh, yeah. It's just a very special card. I got it for a very, very low price. I also took this prompt very literally, and I was like, okay, well, if my house was actually burning down, then what would be the hardest photocard to replace, you know? And I think this would be pretty difficult to replace. For the price that I got it, definitely. And I'm nothing if not cheap. So yeah, this is the photocard that I would save in a house fire. So my honorable mentions for the photocards that I would save in a house fire are, first of all, we have this Jonghyun from World in a Day, one of my absolute fave Jonghyuns. I love her blonde hair. I love the styling. She looks so cute. The like finger heart. I mean, yeah, this is like a pretty elite Jonghyun for me. Another alternate is this Geo from Zone. I love this pop so much. And again, I did think about this in terms of what photocards would be super hard to replace. And oh God, this was a nightmare to find one time. So I feel like trying to replace it would be even more nightmarish. So yeah, this is the second one that I would save during a house fire because I do not want to try and find another one. Another alternate for a card that I would save during a house fire is this Sunny card. This is from the Girls' Generation 15th anniversary merch. I think she's some kind of a lucky card or something. Yeah, she's just very cute and very in demand, I feel like. So yeah, I would keep this one on me. And finally, another card that I would save during a house fire, but not to the extent of that jungle, will be this Woojin photo card. This is from I Like the Way, and the back is so pretty as well. It's an Everline Lucky Draw, I believe, from his in-person pop-up. So like, if Woojin album cards are hard to collect, just imagine how hard an in-person Lucky Draw is going to be to collect. Yeah, I don't expect to see many of his Lucky Draws from this era on resale. So yeah, I would grab him very fast. Okay, the next prompt is a photo card that had you eating ice soup. Now, this one is also pretty self-explanatory. Just one that had you on the struggle bus, one that was financially questionable, let's say. Now, the photo card that had me eating the biggest or the smallest quantity of ice soup, I guess, just kind of one cube out of a shot glass, would be this Jonghyun. Now, if you collect twice, then you'll know that these superstar, I mean, to be fair, if you collect any of the artists that have superstar cards, then you'll know about them. You'll know that they're pretty demonic. This is the most I've ever spent on a photo card, but it's definitely not the most I could have spent on a photo card. There's been a lot of other photo cards that I've had the opportunity to buy, such as broadcasts, for much higher prices. But yeah, this one was a lot. And I love her a lot though. I mean, I don't regret paying this price for this card, but it was like, it was bad. And the funny thing about this card is that I didn't even pull her. Like, I joined a group order for her when the actual event was happening. I think it was like a Korean concert in person, I think. And yeah, I joined the group order and I didn't even pull her. So I had to like hunt for another go, sell my claim, which was Chewy. I sold that claim to my friend actually, and then buy this card from another GOM. So yeah, it was kind of a big struggle just to kind of get her home, but she is indeed home. But I would not do this regularly. So some other ice soup feeders, if you want to call it that, I don't know, would be this Woojin. That's a good question. This is from his debut. It's some kind of fan sign. I paid like 20 quid for this, I'm pretty sure, just because, I mean, there's no reason I paid 20 quid for this. It was in a group order. I didn't think I'd be able to find him again, which is probably true. Yeah. Yeah. Another one that had me eating ice soup that was not as extreme, but definitely as reckless, was this Nyeon photo card from her debut, from Im Nyeon. And, I paid like £7 or £8 for this, I'm pretty sure, on Depop. This was when I was just starting out collecting. Like, I had no real concept of what stuff should cost. I just really liked her, and I was waiting for her photo cards from this era to hit Depop and to hit Instagram and eBay. And I think I bought the first listing I saw because I was just so impatient and I really wanted to like own some photo cards. But yeah, in hindsight, I would not pay that much again for an album card. You're joking. And yeah, you'd think I'd learn from such mistakes, but apparently not, because this one was pretty recent. I mean, this is different. Like, this is different. He's a really, 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 really high priority photo card, this Chen. So yeah, it's from, I think it's an in-person something benefit, like a 60k benefit, I think, from the EXO Social Club pop-up. I just love this photo card like so much, but the price, I mean, I paid a reasonable price for it, I thought, but it was definitely more than I would have liked to pay for a photo card, you know what I mean? So yeah. Okay, next up we have a photo card that is outshone by its back. Now this one's kind of hard. I'm actually looking at my alternates, kind of thinking, which one do I think I should pick? I'm gonna go with my original choice here, which is this Sehun photo card. Now listen, he looks great. Of course he looks great, but the back. Now the back looks great. I mean, to be for real, like, it's not that interesting, the back. I just really like the back. I think his signature looks really good. I really like the bright neon green. I like the design. I know it's not very exciting, but yeah, I just really like the back of this card. So this What a Life card, I'm pretty sure, is my choice. And those What a Life photo cards anyway, like, all of them have really great designs. They're all like neon, like bright pink, bright yellow. They all look great. So I was truly like, I could have picked any of those, which is, I know it's kind of boring, but I figured that a less boring option were these alternates. So I have this Jonghyun Pop from Fancy, and the back is it just looks great. Like, I love the art direction that they use for Fancy. I mean, like, if you've seen the Fancy monograph, like, the art for that is fucking cool. And I've actually got the monograph somewhere here. But yeah, like, just, you know, a standard photo. Like, she looks great. But yeah, the back, I fear, ate her up a little bit. And then the other one that I chose was this one here from Twiceland. I mean, I don't know if you can see without the sleeve. Let me take the sleeve off. So yeah, as you can see, it is shiny and hollow, and it looks so good. And the edges of this are pretty messed up. I don't know if you can see, but they're a bit beat. But yeah, she looks so good. Like, very cute photo cards. There's two in this set, and she looks so cute, but the bag, I mean, come on now. Okay, next up is a photo card that does not deserve the treatment it gets. Now, this is very, very vague and very open-ended, and you might be wondering, what the hell does that mean? So I'm hoping I can tell you. So for me, there are two kind of ways to interpret this prompt. You can interpret it as a photo card that gets super overpriced, or a photo card that just doesn't have enough hype around it. So for me, I kind of chose the more positive angle. So for this prompt, I have this Jonghyun. Now, I love this Jonghyun. I think this is her best album card from With Youth. I know, the Bear photo card exists, it does, but I think she just looks so good here. And I don't know what it is, but I think that no one is screaming about this photo card, and they should be. And that's on period. Now, the ones that didn't make the cut, but we're pretty close. First of all, we have this Mina. Like, okay, I know this Twice Goes to Lane 1 set. I know we're all crazy about Devil Nyan. Like, I get it, and Bunny Dahyun. Like, I get that too. But dude, I feel like no one is freaking out about this Mina when they should be. Like, look at the material. Like, the lighting looks so good. Like, the orange and the purple. Like, her pyre outfit. And I could just be biased because I'm kind of obsessed with pyres. But, like, come on now. Like, she looks so good. And in my opinion, she should be the one that's, like, the most sought after from this set. But it's fine, because I'm glad that she wasn't super hard to get. Now, another one is this Chen. And dude, I mean, I've spoken about this in my binder tour. I feel like a lot of these points that I'm making here are like points I've made in my binder tour. But we're just not talking about this man. And we are not talking about this particular photo card. Like, come on now. And the back of this one, to be fair, I almost was tempted to put one of his CBX cards as my photo card where the back outshone the front. But I think the front is giving more than the back, respectfully. But yeah, like, I mean, just generally, like, people are not talking about Chen and not giving him his flowers in terms of his photo cards and his selfie game. So yeah. And another one that doesn't get the treatment it deserves, I think, is this Chanyeol. Like, I mean, and even the back for this one, like, come on. I mean, it's giving artiste. I mean, yeah, for Exist, like, none of the photo cards are really, like, that sought after apart from Baekhyun's, which I think is insane, because this Chanyeol, hello, like, and there were some of the other members too, like, there's some Kyungsoos that are, like, so cute, there's some Shumins that are so cute, and I feel like no one is giving them their flowers compared to Baekhyun, and I think that's some bullshit. So yeah. Next up is a photo card that you want to take a bite out of. Now, for this one, you're going to have to channel your inner Jackie Kennedy, which will be a lot easier for some than others. I'm not naming names. But for this prompt, I mean, it is going to be tough, but I don't think many people will be surprised by who this is. But I'm afraid it's another Jonghyun. I wasn't actually meaning this page to get so Jonghyun heavy, but here we are. So yeah, this Jonghyun, like, Haranghae, I mean, from With Youth, like, there are no words. There are only teeth marks. Now, some people that I don't want to necessarily bite, but I will nibble. First of all, we have this Kyungsoo. I will nibble. I respectfully will nibble on this Kyungsoo. You know, just a teeny tiny a small chomp, if you will. And this Jonghyun, I will chew respectfully. I will not bite. Just a small little snack. And this Jonghyun, giving very much bread, giving very edible, but again, I will not bite. Not this time. The next prompt is a photo card that makes you say, I hope the stylist was fired for this. And, you know, there are many, many options for this type of prompt. It is kind of subjective, although I think objectively there are some pretty horrific stylings in K-pop. And the one that I chose, I think, is pretty universally agreed upon, but it is this Jonghyun. And if you're in the Twice community, if you're a once, you will know, the back's very pretty, but you'll know that this Jonghyun is just, I mean, it's called the sack dress for a reason. It was this horrible silvery blue, purple, shapeless sack that they put her in and threw her out on stage. And it was just, I mean, I'll say it was awful. Like, especially compared to the rest of the members who were eating and slaying with their looks. It just looked so bad. And I mean, yes, Sana had that weird pink wig, which was very questionable. But this was just another level. It was hateful. It was spiteful. It was downright evil. And yeah, frankly, electric chair.
Down 999 is a good time.
So for some honorable mentions for this very hateful prompt, we have, oh wait, I already did that. Okay, never mind. Okay, we have this Jonghyun. I've talked about this in my binder tour. I can't stand this concept. I do not like the styling at all. It is so boring, but it's also not, it just doesn't give. Even the set doesn't look good. There's nothing about this photo shoot that I enjoy. I'm not quite sure what they were thinking. Now this is a little bit different. So I don't mind the outfit, and you can't really see a ton of the outfit in the photo card, to be fair. Like, her hair looks okay, but it's just, if we really zoom, the contacts. I mean, I don't like idols wearing contacts anyway, really. It kind of freaks me out. Colored contacts, just anyone wearing colored contacts sort of freaks me out, depending on how severe they are. And I feel like these, like, damn girl, we see them. I feel like they're pretty severe. So yeah, I would say not my fave. Another alternate, one that didn't quite make it but could have. Now, okay, I like the outfit, I love the set, and I love the shoot. But the hair, if anyone's familiar with the kind of skinhead culture in Britain, mod culture, if anyone's seen This Is England, you might know what I mean. It could just be the angle, but it looks like she has large sideburns. And that's not that flattering on a lady. Or a man, to be fair. Yeah, okay, now that the hate is over for the moment, photo card with lore is the next prompt. Now, I feel kind of stupid because I recorded my binder talk prior to this and I really did explain a lot of the lore in that video. I feel like I explained most of my photo card lore, but one that I didn't explain was this one. Now, I can't even remember the details, honestly, but I was in this group order and something fell through with the GOM and it was like super chaotic and there was quite a lot of joiners. And for some reason, I was like, oh, you know what? Like, I'll take over the go. And I think it was one of the first really, really big sets that I'd ever hosted. Like, it included albums, it included inclusions, photo cards, like jewel cases. It was kind of a lot. And for some reason, I just wanted to save the day. So the GOM fell through and I was like, I'll take over the go. And I did. And this is one of the zone pops that I'd claimed in that group order. So yeah, not the most exciting piece of lore, but I feel like most of my lore that I have around my photo cards is either like stuff that was really hard to get and cost me a ton of money, or stuff that made me host group orders, like that better Jonghyun. So yeah, this was a vehicle for me to host another group order. And yeah. My honorable mentions though, these are the ones I didn't choose to put in the pocket just because I'd already spoken about them and I was like, I don't need to speak about them a ton more. But this one, which is one of the first ever Jonghyuns that I ever bought, I paid a lot more than I should have for it, which is kind of the beginning and the end of the story. I think I bought it on Depop. This one that was gifted to me by a GOM, and I had no idea it was being gifted to me until it arrived. The story of that whole thing is it was in my binder tour. That's kind of the beginning and the end of the story though, to be fair. Yep, she's one of my faves. And then this Jonghyun, which was also gifted to me by a lovely mutual of mine. And I had no idea that it was also being gifted. So yeah, a photo card you pretend you do not see. This one is also pretty vague, but there are a couple of options for this one. So I'm gonna go with this Geo. Now, hear me out, okay? Because she looks so pretty. It's such a cute card. Like, it looks really nice. All of the alcohol and the neon sign, she looks great. However, that's upside down, which is kind of my point. I just don't like the horizontal cards if it's not the entire set. Because if you're trying to collect a set, and there's one horizontal card and the rest are portrait or vertical. It just throws off the vibe. It's just not it. And yeah, I love this card, but it just makes the page that I have her on look unsatisfying. So yeah, I know that's kind of controversial. There's nothing wrong with this card. Like, I really like it. I just, my eyes kind of have to glaze over when I'm looking at my Taste of Love collection because I just don't enjoy how it sits on the page, and I'm very sorry. My honorable mentions though, I'm gonna, we need to skip past this. So I've got another one of these Scarlet cards. But yeah, again, the back's really pretty. She looks really nice. But yeah, Scarlet are a little bit questionable. You could describe them as colorist. Again, not really for me to go into, but I simply pretend I do not see these photo cards, basically. And another one I pretend I do not see is this OT9 Together 1 and 2 card. It's just, the concept does not give. I mean, they look nice, like Che looks good, and they all look pretty, but it's just so dull. Listen, and I know they're like grown-ass women, we shouldn't expect bright colors all the time and whatnot. It's just not giving. I'm sorry, it's giving like cooperative funeral care, it's giving like F&F Tesco range, it's giving Georgia Asda somewhat. Yeah. All right, the last prompt is a photo card that reminds you why you collect or stan. So this one is, I went the kind of cringy way, the kind of cringy route for this one, and I chose this one. So this is just a group card for More and More. I think it's an album card, or is it a pop? I think it's an album card. When they were still doing group album cards. It's from the music video and where they celebrated Che's birthday during shooting. I just think it's really, really cute. I love any kind of OT9 photo that's like this. Yeah, I don't know. My group cards, like, even though I don't treat them very well with how they're stored, my group cards are pretty special to me and I still really like them. And when I see like a cute group OT9 photo of Twice, it kind of reminds me how much I love them and like why I'm collecting and stuff. Ew, okay, gross. But yeah, so this is the one I chose. Some honorable mentions, which are essentially just more really cute OT9 group cards. This one, which is again, it's from the Ready to Be shoot. This one from Fanfare. I think this one's so cute. Like the colors and the styling, very cute. And then Curveball, but this Girls' Generation photo card, this OT8 one, is from the Forever One shooting. This was honestly close to making it, but twice my ult, so I kind of had to put them first. But yeah, I love this photo card and I love the back. Very special one. It's a shame that this is like not a super, I mean, it's not, it's like, I was going to say that it's a shame that it's not sought after, but it comes in the deluxe album. It's like worth like $1. But yeah, I love it a lot. So yeah, that is the video pretty much. I hope you get the kind of vibe we're going for with this with this tag. It's a light-hearted one, it's a fun one. You could be silly with it. It's not life or death. You can kind of interpret a lot of these prompts however you want. There's no right or wrong way to do this. We sort of just wanted to collaborate on this and put our personalities into it and just have a good time really, and make something fun and funny that hopefully people will enjoy. I really hope you did enjoy this video though, and once again, Grabby's video is going to be in the description at some point, and yeah, go subscribe to her. I couldn't have done this without her, obviously. Yeah, I'm very, very grateful to have her in my life and to have her as a collaborator. I know that sounds very it sounds like we're proper business partners, but yeah, no, really grateful for like being able to collaborate with her in this. It was super fun, and hopefully we'll do some more in the future. If you did like this video and you have any suggestions for any more tags we could do, let us know. But hopefully you're inspired by this video to make your own version of this tag with your own photo cards. So yeah, more videos to come. Hope you enjoyed this one. Stay safe out there. Thank you so much for watching. See you later. Okay, so this is kind of random, but as you might know, I also collect sports trading cards and hockey specifically. And I haven't yet debuted any hockey cards on this channel, but I thought now was kind of a funny time to do that. So I'm just gonna add this on at the end really quickly, just because I think it's funny. And it also kind of shows how versatile this challenge can be if you want to use it for anything else. It doesn't have to be photo cards, it could literally be for anything, right? And I'm gonna try and demonstrate that the best I can. So going back through the prompts, a photo card I'd save in a house fire. So instead of photo card, I'm going to still say photo card, but a card that I would save in a house fire, it would be probably this one here. So this is my favorite player. My favorite hockey player is called Tyler Mott. He's the absolute best. He's my Pookie, my babes, love him to death. This is actually his first ever trading card. And it is signed by him. I do have the certificate of authentication for this card. I'm really lucky to have this. I found it on eBay one day, just very randomly. I didn't even know what it was at the time, but I had to buy it because it was very cheap. And yeah, I think this would be the hardest one to replace for his collection, really. So in a house fire, I would be reaching for this along with my Junghyun. I also have another card that goes with this card that's also signed that I got in the same listing. So I would kind of save them both in a house fire, but for the sake of argument, I would save that one because it looks cooler. A trading card that had me eating ice soup. Girl, this thing, oh my god, I paid so much for this. This is my favorite current Canucks player. He used to play on the Canucks, he doesn't play for them anymore, but this guy does, and he's been on the Canucks the longest. This card, man. It was so expensive, but I really do love it. I mean, I love the third jerseys. It's hand signed. It's 3 of 25, only 25 in the world. In a one-touch sealed. It's from Clear Cut. It's a beautiful card. He looks very, very good. So yeah, I can't put this in the pocket, but I can kind of just, you get the picture. The glare is horrific, but you get the picture. So yeah, I was definitely eating ice soup for that one. Good lord. I'm not going to tell you how much I spent though, because that's for me to know. So next up, a card outshone by its back. Now, with trading cards, it's kind of tricky because most cards don't really have back designs. They have the front design, but then the back would be sort of just stats and maybe a little sentence about the player or about the game the photo was captured from. Very basic. However, canvas cards, such as this one, do have different photos on the back. So this is the one I've chosen, this Brock Besser. Just a very odd photo choice for the back. The front looks like this. He's scoring a goal on Jacob Markstrom. Yeah. Canvas cards are great. Like, that one's a canvas card. They're elite cards. Okay, so a card that doesn't deserve the treatment it gets. I'm torn, but I'm going to go with this one. So this is an Outburst. It is a base parallel. So the original version of this card looks like this. So yeah, the Outburst is kind of just like a parallel. It's a shiny version of the base card. Oops, like they're exactly the same, but the Outburst is shiny. I don't think these are all that. I actually think they're kind of ugly. I think there are nicer versions of like a shiny parallel that they've made in the past. I don't like these at all, to be honest. Even the red ones don't look that good. The Young Gun versions of these don't look that good. Yeah, these aren't particularly overpriced or anything, but people seem to like them, and I don't. So yeah. So an honorable mention, I'll just put these in together. But are soup variations. I love these cards. People don't seem to care about these or don't really seem to like them. I think they're cool as. I think they're great. I mean, I might just be biased because I'm a bit gay, which is fair enough. But yeah, I have these Brock Bessers that are just like variations. Basically, they're like harder to pull, but they're just base cards, but have a different photo. That's usually a photo of the guy, like the player walking into the arena. I pulled this one myself. I bought this one. But yeah, I really like these, and no one really seems to like them, but I think they're cool. A card I want to take a bite out of. Now, this, for another suit variation, this one, okay? I'm just a boy. I am simply a man. I'm no better than a man. Yeah. A card that makes me say, I hope the stylist was fired for this. And oh, they need to burn those jerseys. Oh, they're hideous. Oh, they are so disgusting. In fact, while we're at it, let's just burn the entire Chicago organization, shall we? I think so. A card that comes with lore. So this one is pretty funny. So I bought a card from some guy on Facebook. I do a lot of my trading and buying and selling on Facebook. And yeah, I can't remember exactly what I bought from this guy, but he sent me this instead. Accidentally, and I was like, oh hey, you sent me this. And this is, I really like Jeremy Swayman. I think Swayman's a great goalie. He's a really funny guy. Like, I really like him, and I have wanted this card for a long time, but I just never wanted to buy it because I don't really want to pay, you know, like £8 for a team I don't even like, never mind collect. And he was like, oh shit, if you want it, you can have it for like a £5 or something. Otherwise you can like feel free to send it back and I'll send you the cards. And I was like, you know what, like, it's in my house, I may as well just send him the £5 and like keep it. So yeah, kind of funny, but there's that. A card I pretend I do not see. Now this is kind of a stupid one, but it's not even a card. but it's this. So this is a sticker. It's from, I'm not even sure what it's from. It's from some kind of Panini product maybe. It's from like the NHL sticker books. I think they're tops. I have no idea. I could check, but I don't want to. Because I have them in these white sleeves and it makes them stand out and like fit the pockets better. But yeah, so this is, I collect cards from the Heritage, like the Winter Classic game, in these Vancouver Millionaires jerseys. And as you can see, we did not win that game. So it is on my page that I collect for this jersey, but I don't focus on it too much because why would I want to stare at the fact that we lost that game? You know what I mean? So yeah. And then a card that reminds you why you collect, or stan. There are many that I could pick, but I kind of like cards where there are more than one team member in the card. So there are a lot of cards that I could pick for this, but I chose a couple of cards that have like goal celebrations in them, or just sort of like moments from games. So this is the one that I'm going with. It is an overtime winners, and it's a Bo Horvat overtime winner against the Bruins, obviously Vancouver's biggest rival, or you know, they're kind of their historic rival, right? Yeah, him and Brock Besser celebrating, a very cute one. So yeah, I went with this. And then for an honorary mention, we've got Alex Bros, Playoff Heroes, and then you can see there, he slayed the dragon. So yeah, just a funny little thing that I thought I'd do at the end of this video there. Just to debut some hockey on the channel, I guess. But yeah, there'll be more of that to come. Just kind of a little preview of some stuff in my hockey collection. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching.